alts, I gotta say, have been pretty weak. I mean, some have kept up with Bitcoin, right? But overall, alts have not been moving nearly as much as Bitcoin. But that's okay. That's okay. They will. They will start flying, right? It's not like they're really lagging. I mean, if you look at Ethereum, it's actually pretty good. Kept up with Bitcoin. Solana, a little bit behind, but overall, BNB kept up. Cardano, Avalanche kept up. Even Dogecoin kept up today. The others, not so much. But we do have some good winners. It's not like they're not moving. They're just not moving as much as a lot of people want. But you know what? Yesterday I covered Solana's ecosystem. Today, let's cover Avalanche. Avalanche's ecosystem. Okay? Avalanche, you know what? They're doing a lot of great things. Okay? I've talked about institutions, and a whole bunch of institutions and banks want to actually utilize Avalanche. They have what's called Evergreen, which is basically they allow financial institutions to create their own subnet and utilize Avalanche for what it is. It's not just for games. You could use it for anything. For example, tokenization. Tokenization of what? Real world assets, right? So, for example, Citibank, they may be tokenizing soon. Hey, JP Morgan, even though they hate Bitcoin, right? They're looking at Avalanche to see if they could tokenize funds. So even though all these financial institutions hate blockchain and hate Bitcoin, well, they're still testing them out. So Avalanche is involved with a lot of institutions that may be utilizing the Evergreen subnet to do whatever they want, right? So there's that aspect. I talked about how Avalanche, they're doing the Durano upgrade, which will make interoperability a lot better across the subnets. That's coming up. They have just added that to their test net, soon to their main net. And not only that, they're trying to scale, not only for interoperability, but let's try to make it as efficient as possible. So they are testing out how to scale up to 100,000 transactions per second, which is needed soon. With everything that's going on, they're going to need it, right? So a lot of upgrades going on. But right now, what's happening, the games are taking over. There's a new one. Gunzilla launches a AAA shooter on Avalanche. Okay? And this is on top of Shrapnel, on top of DeFi Kingdoms, on top of another one off the grid. Well, I mean, this is from the Gunzilla, right? But you got a lot of games that are onboarded and bring a ton of transactions. Look at DFK, 614 million transactions. Shrapnel, 7.2. Gunzilla, 2.3. And it's just the beginning. And of course, you got Beam. Beam also has a subnet, right? So you got everything that's happening on top of Avalanche right now. So that's absolutely fantastic, right? And of course, got the memes. You got the memes. You can't forget about the memes. For example, one of my favorite, and they reminded everyone today that everyone needs a little cock in you. But there's others, right? There's others, but cock is definitely leading the way, but there's others. There's Kimball and Husky and all these other ones. So Avalanche is pretty complete. They have the institutions, they have the games, they have the memes, they have it all. They have it all. They have it all. And today we have VeChain. VeChain up at like a staggering 40% today. A lot of you guys are VeChain fans. I've been a VeChain fan for a long time. So what's up with that? There's two things that's going on with VeChain. Number one, they added programmable smart contracts to wallets. So they made their wallets smarter. There's a better recovery system, a multi-sig function, and it reads contracts better to make sure you don't get duped. I mean, it's adding that. So that's a big thing. But that's not all. That's not all. There is something else that's brewing, okay? And that is some major announcement that's coming. And it's coming soon. It will be at the Barcelona event, they will announce what's coming. You know what? I actually know a little bit about what's coming. And I'm privileged. I have that privilege because I was reached out by a marketing firm that kind of explained what VeChain is going to do. So I kind of know and I kind of don't. They kind of announce what they want to do, but I don't know what they're actually going to do. But I do know. I don't know if I can reveal it. I don't know if I can. Because it's in the email and it doesn't say it's confidential. I don't know. But let's just say it has to do with something they already announced. And I don't know. I'm going to verify before I can say anything. But I know it's coming. So I think that's something else that a lot of people are hopeful for. Okay, so but VeChain has been around for quite a long time. And they have made some of the biggest partnerships on the planet, which is why I've always supported them. I mean, look at all these. PwC is actually a co-owner. And then they have Walmart of China that's already using them. Haier, which is the biggest appliance manufacturer, using them. And so many others. This is not even a good list. You look at the list, all the telco companies, all the supply chain companies, they're all using VeChain already. They're very focused on B2B, but I've been waiting for them to get into the B2C, right? Even search interest went up by a lot. Interesting. So I think those are reasons why VeChain is going up. And plus, it just hasn't really moved all that much since 2023 and 2024. So it's about time that it does start moving. And I think FOMO is building a little bit. So that's good. And then lastly, Chainlink. Chainlink is partnering with a lot of projects right now, not just in this space, but outside the space. So they just partnered with the 8th largest telco company on the planet. And this will also help stop SIM swaps, which unfortunately, a lot of people have suffered. I've suffered that before too. Thankfully at a smaller amount, but a lot of people have suffered SIM swaps and they have lost millions. And this is one of the reasons why telco companies want to utilize Chainlink, because it's going to stop it. That's interesting. But besides that, you have three of the 10 largest telco companies that's already partnered up with Chainlink. And that includes T-Mobile, but they're known as Deutsche, no, is it Vodafone? No, it's Deutsche Telekom. I think that's T-Mobile in Germany. But you have three of the largest that's already partnered up. Soon, every single one is going to partner up with Chainlink. It's interesting that AT&T is bigger than Verizon. And they're both bigger than China Mobile. Because I thought China Mobile was like leading by a long shot. Anyways, they're all going to partner up with Chainlink. Another reason why Chainlink is so fantastic.